All right. So once you get into it, basically, you can do one subscription. In the minimum subscription, you can add 4 additional people to your account, and you can share this account with them. And you can add 4 people as your staff members, colleagues, etc. And basically, this is what you will see once you come into it. You will see a newsfeed over here. This is where you can share news between your company and between people you have shared an account with, add pictures, videos, email on users. On the top right, you can quickly manage your daily battle plans. You can rearrange them just like this. Once you finish with something, you can click on that box, it disappears, or you can add a new one simply by add target like that. On the top left, you will see battle plan option. This is where you see more, like you will have the battle plan option more in details. Over here, you can add the target. Over here, you can go to the options. You can assign targets to people. You can choose if it's recurring daily, weekly, or monthly, and then submit. And then over here, there's a select button. I have nobody over here, but you will have different names lined up over here, your staff members. And once you click on their name, you will see their BPs and what they haven't done and what they have done, basically. You can also change to weekly, and this is where you will see basically the weekly targets. Everything that is in red circled around, that means I should have finished that last week, but I haven't. So that's why the system gives it out again, but this time red circled around it, like signifying like, hey, you should have done this before. Top left, you can click on policies, click on manage policies. This is where you can see your own policies that you have written. The top right, you can click on plus policy. That's where you can write new policies to your company. Again, click on policy, you can click on management tools, and you can also see the different subjects on the left over here. For example, data series. Whenever you click on a subject, it will give you the LRH excerpts for it, and basically with LRH's quote over there. So that's how that works. You click on articles, and this is where you can write everything that is not an article. You can click on the top right, add article. So you can describe the name and content and all this sort of things. So this is everything that is not a posted. So over here, you can do check sheets, checklists, comments, notes, stuff like that. Once you're done, you publish it, and then later on, you can print it as well. You can click on the org board over here on the top middle. This is where you can change your whole org board. You can see my org board is a little bit drunk, and that's because I can do anything on this org board as whatever I want. So it gets really personalized. You can click on, for example, Division 6. I want Division 6 to be under new exec. So I can click on this drop down button, and I can click on change senior, and seniors choose new exec, update. What you will see is that this blue Division 6, now it's under new exec. Okay, all good and great, but I want this to be before qualifications. Again, click on this little drop down arrow, and over here, move to the left. So you can literally do anything on this org board as you want. You can change names, you can describe titles. Very simple, just click on any title, like any tile, and click on edit. This is where you can change the name of the position, the name of the person, the color, describe the function, and so forth. So you can add new divisions, new departments, all sorts of things. And that's how it works. Once you are finished with it, you can print it on the top right. You can change the view from titles to functions. You just click on that, and basically the org board will show you all the functions that you have input onto the org board. You can also go on the top middle to stats and go to graphs. So over here, there's, for example, the GI. This is, you can see it's a daily graph that I'm running, and very easy to put in a new data. Just on the top right, click on this plus icon, and then you can give a value like 3,400, and then choose a date. Let's say July the 18th, and then submit. What it does, it automatically grabs it, and there is July the 18th, 3,400. If you want to choose the viewing date, you can click over here. Let's say you want to go, let's say middle of May. And let's click on that, and the system will automatically graph it, and it will look just like that. If you want to get additional options, click on the name of the graph, and it will open up in large. This is where you can click on settings, overlay with another graph, print it out, add new value also. Choose the viewing date on the bottom over here. But also, let's say it's the end of the week, and this is your daily graph. So you want to see it on a weekly, so you can find out your condition. Very simple. Click on this button, choose the weekly viewing date, and it will show you on a weekly base. Or you can also do monthly. You can also do quarterly. You can also do yearly, which will be just one dot over there, which is the sum of all data together. Okay, good. You can also go on stats, click on conditions on the bottom. This is on the top right. You can create a new condition, choose a condition, let's say normal, choose a graph, let's say interview, right? And then submit. So once you do that, it will tell you each and every step from the ethics book about the conditions, how to get into a higher condition formula. And basically right under the text, you can describe how you're going to apply it. Right, you can describe how am I going to apply this condition, and then right under there's this target option. This is where you can add a target based on what you just wrote. So I'm going to apply, and I'm going to do the don't change anything, right? So I can be like, good, send out another 1,000 promo also, or 100 promo also this week. And this is how I'm going to apply the condition at target. So now you see there's this target. Now where does this go? So let's say I'm going to fill out the remaining of the condition and then just click on submit. Then I go to the top lab battle plan. I'm going to go to weekly targets and then check that out. Send out 100 invoices. Oh, wait, sorry, my bad. Good. Send out another 100 promo also this week. You see, and it's called normal condition. It says right over there. So basically, the conditions being added to my weekly BP. So moving forward to admin scale, very simple. You can add a new admin scale at the top right, or click on anything over here. This is where you can see the titles, goals, purposes, policy. It's very easy to manage the whole thing. You just simply click on a button like plus policy, and this is where you can describe things. And then you submit it, and then once you do that, it will be added. And then you want to rearrange the policies order, you just drag and drop. That's how it works. Now, if you write any policy over here that already exists in your written policies, it will be linked together. So that's a good function that we have. Now over here on the programs, this is where you can manage your programs based on your admin skills. So whatever programs you write on your admin skill will also be added over here. So let's say Julio program. Over here, this is totally empty. Whereas you can add sections over here. So you can be like section 1 and then submit it. Boom, section 1. And you can add a target. So we can say target 1. And then you can assign it to certain people, set a due date, submit it. And it will be right over there. This is a program target. It doesn't link together with your battle plans. This is for your admin skill. Now over here on the action button on the rightest, you can view progress. You can nudge the staff member you added it to, or you can add a project to it. You can have a general discussion. Once it's finished, you just click on that box, and then that's how you can know it's actually finished. The training, this is where you can see and make your courses. So for example, there's courses for tech support. And this is immediately you can see steps and settings. On the steps, this is where you can enroll your staff members on courses that you have created. And on the steps, this is where you can add new steps. For example, there's section 2. I can add a step over here. And then I can choose between all these different tools to create a course, heading course maybe for my staff member or something like that. And you can make a to-do list, add a name, instruction, and add to-dos over there on the bottom, to do. And once you've done it, we have just submit it. And once you go back to your course, it will basically be on the steps over here. Now, to preview your course, just click on the top right, and there's this preview course, and this is how it will look like. There's the sections, and completion. You can click on different sections. It will tell you, basically the course. And then just mark complete. And once you're finished with everything, go to completion section and then write a success story or something like that. Now, on the top right, you can click on your name to access additional information. This is where you can log out, change your account settings, go to support. Support is basically where we've written help articles like creating a non-admin account. You click on that, it will tell you everything step by step together with pictures, how to do things, just like that. So that's support. For example, companies, you can click on that. You can go to the top right, add a company, and this is where you can add new company, change its time zone, name, weekending day, days of operation, all sort of things. And basically what you should know is that you can add as many companies as you want. We are only regulating how many staff members you can add. So basically you can add as many as you want. So over here, you can see Adam's account. This is one of the companies that I have, but here's Bob's private account. This is a different company. And they are unrelated from each other. So for example, if I'm in Bob's account and I want to go to the org board, I go to the org board, and this is a standard 7 division org board, not like the one you've seen before on Adam's account, which is trunk like this one, right? So basically you can add different companies and they're different from each other. So again, clicking on your top right to your name, you can click on staff. This is where you can add new staff members, add staff, with this button, email, first name, last name, and so forth. And then you can also regulate your staffs by going into groups, creating a group, or just going to the all section or something like that. I like to go to the staff section, add users into my staff sections, and then go to the top right, which is applications. This is where I can regulate what my staffs or what my colleagues can actually see within the software. So I can click on the on and off buttons. Once, let's say I put something on our on. So let's say I want staff members to only manage graphs. So I don't want to confuse them with all these different options. So here's the on button. I go to the left, right? This is manage graphs option. So I can click on the name of the manage graphs, and this is where I can give permissions to, like, what they can view and what they can also manage, right? And that's how it works. This is how I can regulate how people can access and what people can access. Okay, and you can also go to my profile. And by the way, this is the best part of it, because this is where you can add your name, last name, position, email, language, change the password, and the language. These are the languages that we have inside our software. So we also have Spanish, we also have Hungarian, English, Portuguese, Danish, Norwegian, and all sort of things. Good. If you have any questions, let me know.